Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kudzai Hunch, as certain people like to say, or it's your boy Biggs, as certain people like to say. Welcome back to another installment of OCC, Only Certified Conversations. And today, I'm gonna chat to you guys about something. Something's been ticking in my mind recently. The other day, of course, not the other day, but I was at uni and had this one lesson, and someone came up to me, or not even came up to me. They were sat on their desk, I was sat on my desk, just minding my own business, getting ready for this lesson. And we started talking and stuff like that. I told her, like, yo, yeah, I'm an exchange student, Erasmus, or this whole scheme and whatever. And she was like, if you need a translation or if you need help, if you don't understand something, you can just ask and I would do my best to help you. And I thought that was so nice. In my head, I was thinking, that's such a nice gesture because I never asked. You get me? I never asked, like, can you help me with this translation or something like that? And she offered, and I was like, cool, yeah, that would be so sick. And then, boy, bish, bash, bosh, let's move on. I had someone translating the lesson for me, you get me? Or, like, whenever I needed help with a certain thing which I didn't understand, I'll ask them, and they'll tell me what they just said or something like that. And it got me thinking, a lot of times, a lot of us are too prideful to ask for help. You get me? It's like a sign of weakness, shall I say? Some people don't want to ask for help for certain situations and stuff like that. But you gotta remember, like, you have to ask for help sometimes. It's like that person will know something much better than you if you just ask them. They're not gonna tell you or give it to you straight away. What you need to do is ask. You get me? You need to strip away your pride and stuff like that and just ask for help. You get me? Just ask for help. And I'm not even talking about, like, for me in this certain situation, stuff like that. It's starting to click a lot more, even when I'm back in the UK. If there's something that I want to answer for, if there's a question that I want to ask, I'm gonna ask because I'm looking and I'm seeking for the answer. If you can't answer the question for me, then cool. You can point me to the right direction. Or if someone asks me a question, I'm more than happy to answer because they're seeking an answer. Of course, I'm going to give it to them or to the best of my capability. But the thing is, a lot of people don't like to ask questions. They don't like to ask questions. I'm guilty myself. I don't like to ask questions sometimes. Even though I know I should, I still refuse to. And to be honest, it's a bad sign. You know what I mean? For me, I think that's a mad weakness of myself. Sometimes I'm just don't want to ask questions, even though I should. But nowadays, I'm starting to. You know what I mean? I'm starting to engage into conversations. I'm starting to question certain things. It's like the other day I sent a DM to a writer. They just published a book, so I'm asking them questions about the whole process and stuff like that. How did you find it? Stuff like that, rare tear tear. And I got such a sick answer because why? I seeked for it. I asked and it was given. It's like what God says. Ask and you shall receive. If you ask, you shall receive. You may not receive it straight away, but it can point you to the right direction to receive the answer that you're looking for. Now, Mandem, listen. Listen. Let me not even talk about this on like a school thing or anything like that. If I reverted to my faith, sometimes I don't ask God for certain things. You get me? It's like in my head I'm thinking, cool, I don't need to ask God for this because I know I can pattern it, or like, oh, I know the answer, but do I really know the answer? Now I have to sit back and think, do I really know the answer? Should I not just ask God, yo, what's the best way to approach this? Because he knows the answer. He always knows the answer. So why am I not asking God? Wagwan, which way should I go? What direction should I go? Why am I trying to do things on my ones? Now, if you're a Christian and you're listening to this, now you have to think it. Do you ask God sometimes for the answer? Do you? No. I'm not even being serious. I'm being serious. Like, yeah, you may ask God for certain things and stuff like that. You're asking God for, yeah, God, can you bless me with this and that? It's a bit selfish, you know what I mean? In my mind, that's a conversation for another day. But do you ask God for certain things, or do you believe you can just get it or do it on your Jack Jones? Nah. As Christians, we need to always revert back to our faith, to our God, saying, yo, God, this is what I want. Can you help me with XYZ or whatever you want to ask God for? It doesn't even need to be for anything physical. It can even be a mental thing. Like, God, can you help me get out of this mental block I'm in right now? So one of my boys, they're going through a certain thing, you know what I mean? And then I'm in my head, I'm thinking, yo, you're going through this whole situation, but are you asking God for the answer, bro? You know what I mean? You need to remember, we're not on our ones. We always have someone to chat to. Now, if you're not a Christian, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with not being a Christian. But if you're not a Christian, how can you approach this? You can ask your friends and stuff like that. Yo, this is what's going on. Not your friends, maybe like your close people, your family or your close friends. Ask them, yo, this is what's going on. Can you help me with XYZ? If they can't help you or give you the answer, I'm pretty sure they can direct you to the right place so you can get the answer that you want. But before we can even ask a question, we need to remove our pride. Stop being so prideful and just ask the rascal question. No one's going to judge you about it. No one's going to say, rah, this guy's hella dumb. Why is he asking this question? That's it. Now, something just clicked my mind when I just said that. When we go back to school, it's like, cool, teacher, what's the answer to this? Or how did you get that? Hey, if you're asking a question, you're not an idiot. You know what I mean? You're trying to find out the answer. You wanna gain knowledge. You wanna understand. That's why we ask questions in life. Ain't no way you look like a waste man. In fact, if you're that person always asking questions, I rate it. Because you're eager to know. You're eager to gain more knowledge, to gain more skills. You're picking stuff out. It's what one of my boys said. If you ask hella questions to everyone, pick certain things out of them and pick the best things and apply it to yourself. You get me? If you pick up the best aspects of each person, or like when you ask a question, if you pick up the best aspects and stuff like that, it can only further your own knowledge. You can only you can only develop your own knowledge a lot more. Because why? You're asking the questions. You're asking questions, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with asking questions. Ain't nothing wrong. And for me, if someone wants to ask me a question, I'm more than happy to answer it. If it's not the answer you're looking for, I'm sorry, but I answered it to the best of my capability. And truthfully, you get me? That's the thing. But if you're looking for a different answer, I can direct you to the different place if you didn't like my answer. If you didn't like it, cool. You ask a question, and if you're not satisfied with the answer, then I'm sorry, but that's the best I can do because I'm actually doing it to the best of my capability. So what am I chatting about then? Let me stop waffling a bit now. Let me stop waffling. I'm saying, yo, a lot of people don't like to ask questions. A lot of people are too prideful to ask questions. We need to remove that. We need to remove that kind of mindset and thinking. Honestly, we need to remove that kind of thinking, and like, it's not good for your health. It's really not good for your health. If you're not asking questions, if you're not seeking answers from different places and stuff like that, then how are you going to get through life? How are you going to get through life? When you get stuck at this certain point, you're like, crap, what do I do? You're looking around. You don't want to ask someone because you're too prideful. You're too scared to think, what are they going to think about me if I ask them this certain thing? Listen, you shouldn't care what people think, bro. You shouldn't care what people think, man. You do what you want to do. You ask what you want to ask. End of the day, it's only going to benefit you. If they don't answer your question, or if they, whatever, cool, at least you asked. You may have not received it, but at least you asked. Now you can just move on. That's all I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. But yeah, this is a quick one because it shouldn't be too long. It's quite basic. It's quite basic, but it's so important. Asking questions. Seek those answers that you want in life. If there's a burning question you want to ask someone, but you're too afraid, just ask, man. All you gotta do is just ask. Even if it's like a celebrity. There's one. Let me leave you guys on this one note. I asked a rapper and a question about a certain tune. I was like, yo, why did you name your song this? Truth be told, I wasn't really expecting an answer. You know how certain people can be. They're hella bougie and stuff like that. They don't reply to DMs and whatever. But I got an answer from my question. And do you know what? I was gassed the way I got the answer because it only like furthered my own knowledge about the tune. The song had a whole different meaning to it because I asked the artist directly, yo, why did you name your song this? And I was hella gassed because when I re-listened to it, knowing why he named the tune this, I was like, okay. I was like, all right. Hella gassed. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you with this. If you wanna answer, go and ask the question, man. Don't worry what people think. Don't worry if it makes you look stupid. Because you don't look stupid in God's eye. You know what I mean? And you don't look stupid in my eye when you ask questions. Especially when someone asks questions to me, you don't look stupid. If you want the answer from me, I will more than happy. Is that the saying? I'm more than willing to answer the question. Honestly. But yeah, this shouldn't be a long one. It's a quick thing. Just want to hop on and say, yo, ask them questions and seek them answers, bro. Otherwise, you're never going to get through life. People are there to support you. People are there to help you. If you're struggling with something, ask. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Not even enjoyed. I hope you guys take something from this one. You know what I mean? Take something serious from it, man. Honestly, take something serious, man. You gotta seek those answers. But yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed week. I hope your families are good. I hope life is just good. Life is good, man. I just hope life is good for y'all, man, because I'm enjoying life so far. Can't complain. I'm so content with life right now. Yeah, there's certain situations and obstacles I'm still facing. But man, I'm so content. I thank God that I'm in this position. I just thank God I'm in this position. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. If there's questions you want to ask me, if there's questions you want to ask someone else and now you're going to ask them, go and do it, man. But yeah, I hope you guys take something from this. Have a good week. And yeah, man, I'll catch you, man, on the next one. Peace.